Yep.
Hey everybody, we're here for another Zoom call, and tonight we want to talk about daily method of operation because we know that you don't have a lot of time and you want to use your time wisely. So we wanted to help you come up with a way for you to organize. Say you only wanted to spend 30 minutes a day on Plexus. That's the only time that you have. That's fine. But you want to make sure that the time that you are using or putting towards your business you're using it for income producing activities. And so we want to show you a way that you can organize that so that you don't feel like you're floundering out there every day and you're like, what do I do today? And then you're either doing the same thing or you just don't know what to do, or you end up wasting a lot of time, especially on Facebook. We know that you can kind of get sucked into Facebook world. So we wanted to show you a way that you can set this up so that you know exactly what you're doing and that you have that set amount of time, and when that set amount of time is over, you've completed these activities and then you can move on and do whatever you have to do for the day. So I'm going to share with you two different things. The first one, why does it do that? Can you see that?
Nope.
No. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this, can you see this, hey?
It's kind of, there it is.
Okay. All right, so this is DMO, which is a daily method of operation, and you'll see that it's just set up for, every day of the week, Monday through Sunday, and it lists different activities that you may want to do throughout the week. Not every day, but throughout the week, and then you pick what day you're going to do certain things. So obviously on Facebook you can post different things. So you do want to keep it personal because they want to know your story. They want to know how you're doing with the products. What are you using? What results are you seeing? You don't want it to be an advertisement every time. And I know that can be tricky, but that really is key. I'm sure that you've noticed that when you put something personal up there, that's when everyone responds to you or you get messages. It's not just when you put an advertisement. You want to have one where you talk about a product, whichever one you want to do for that day, something motivational, and then something about the business. So you can kind of choose which ones you want to do for each day. The team page post is if you have a team below you as it grows, kind of like how we have the power of 3, that would be what that is. So you don't necessarily have to worry about that in the beginning, but it's a good way for you to add it on so that when you get to that part, you know that you want to have some information on that page as well. And then some other things we put on here, to reach out to your team members, whether you see that they're doing something really good or you have a question, things like that. If you have ambassadors under you, you want to make sure that you are staying in contact with them. So it's a good way for you to mark who you've spoken with on Monday, if you've spoken with anyone on Tuesday, so that you can kind of keep track. And as your team grows, it gets a little bit more confusing to do that. All right, customer, this is not FU, this is follow up. So you want to obviously follow up with your customers, and this is another way to just track that. Whether you want to lay out who you're going to contact, for these days, or as you contact them, you could write their names down, and 1 to 5 customers, however you want to lay that out. Personal development, say you want to do that for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you want your time frame to be. There are great YouTube videos that are out there, from Sarah Marble and everyone like that you can check out. Reflection, if you had a good day, bad day, what you would change, things like that. And then the bottom part, which isn't showing, it's just 5 no's, right? That you want to try and get 5 no's on that day. So that means that you keep asking people, not always through Facebook, whether it is in person or however you want to do it, whether you're at the store. But the more you share, and you get up to 5 no's, then somewhere in there you're probably going to get some yeses. So that's a good way to keep track of who you talked to and said no. Not that it means no forever, because we all know that a lot of people have said no in the beginning, a lot of our leaders, right? I know Erin took herself out of Kathleen's group numerous times, and Kathleen kept putting her in, and, you know, look at her now. So, but it's just a good way to keep track of it. The other thing, all right. Wait, can you see this?
I'm still seeing the same thing.
All right, let me try this then. Okay. All right, so then these are just different ideas. They kind of, a lot of them are the same as what I had on the other sheet, but there are some other more specific things too. To reach out to 5 new people, follow up with 3 customers, reach out to 3 ambassadors. If you have an ambassador under you that needs training, that might be something you want to work on a specific day or for that week. Have a one-on-one or a 3-to-1, whether that is you and an ambassador underneath you, right, the one-on-one, or if you wanted to reach out to one of your upline, whether that's Aileen, Adrian, Noreen, myself, whomever it is, you would just, you know, schedule that, or say that, you know, I wanted to do that on Tuesday. I'm going to get in contact with that person and we'll set it up. YouTube video, like I said. Reading, we have a lot of materials that are out there that really can help you to boost your business. What's that color one?
4 Color Personalities.
Yeah, that's a great book if you haven't read any yet to start with, because it really does help you understand your customer and how to talk to your customers, depending on their personality and the type of person that they are. Plus, it's kind of cool to see what you are. And again, you don't have to read for an hour. That's just one thing in there. Post in team page, listen to a call or a recorded call, whether it is from our team or it's something that Liza posted, or again, any of those calls that are on there. So this is just a list that you can kind of use. You could obviously add to it. You don't have to do all of them, but we thought maybe it would be easier for you if you had something to pull from. And the other thing also is to post a health-related article. I think it's important to know that you don't have to put everything on Facebook, does not have to relate to Plexus. Even if it is that you had a lot of energy that day, you went out for a run, you don't necessarily always have to put, thank you Plexus or something along those lines. Because after a while, they know that you share Plexus. They know that you're like the crazy Plexus lady. And so they kind of know what to attribute it to. And sometimes it's nice if you don't just kind of put it in their face all the time. So you can always add those things, or, oh my God, it's 2:00 and I never had my coffee. Who would have thought that would have happened? Something along those lines. Even just putting something like that, they're going to be like, hey, I wish I could wait till 2:00 to have my coffee. I need it before my feet hit the floor. So these are just ideas that we wanted to share with you. So I'm going to turn it over to Aileen, and she was going to show you a more specific model of what it could look like.
It's kind of not more specific. I cannot put it up like you did because I don't have this. So today on my lunch, I like physically made one, and I have to figure out how to put it into a Word graph.
Oh, in Excel.
Yeah. Not really sure how to do that.
Well, what you should do is just take what I have.
And erase those?
Yeah, input your stuff into that and then do save as week,
Okay.
June 30th or whatever this week started with.
Right.
And then you could save as each time, and you can override it, or if you don't want to save them,
Right.
override it each week.
Right. Well, because, mine is a lot. It's very similar to what you have put up. I just have it laid out differently, I think. and I'm looking at it. So I'm not watching TV, Adrian. I'm looking at my paper.
She got in trouble.
She is always. So the first one I have is post on your personal wall. I know Con was saying you don't always have to mention it, but you still want to have something that whether you're talking about the energy or the coffee or the sleep or, you know, your skin, whatever it happens to be, something on your personal wall about a product type thing. But you also want to put something about the opportunity. And something you could write, an example, you know, love that I had money to blah, 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 you know, thanks to my Plexus paycheck, something, you know, like that. Definitely do on your group page, you know, at least 2 times a day. And the buffer is a big help. Con got her set today. She'll be able to use it. Oh, Jenny, I can see you. So if you use Buffer, that's one of the things that has freed up a ton of time for me, because now once I set it up for the week on Sunday, I don't have to worry about posting in my group for the rest of the week. That frees up a lot of my time to do the other things, you know, contacting customers, talking to my team members, and also, you know, trying to reach out to new potential customers. Those are your business building things that you really want to have the time to work on. So if you can get the buffer set up and not have to worry about that, it will free up a lot of your time. Something else that I have on here that Con, you talked about it a little bit, was, let me find my thing here. How did I word it? Just your knowledge for yourself, like going in the back office and learning more about the products themselves. You know, like each day pick a product, you know, on Monday you might want to do the Slim and just go in and what are the ingredients and what do those ingredients do. And if you just pick one a day, I mean, it'll only take you like 10 minutes, you know, but if you did that every day over the week, you know, and into the next week, the more you read about it, the easier it will come to you when someone asks you a question about it, or how does this help with it? You know, what should I use for this? You'll have that in your brain already, and you won't have to be like, oh, let me go look that up. It just makes you seem more credible, I guess. Right. So you had 10 minutes every day to, you know, give yourself that time to learn more about product. And they have great videos on YouTube about the products too. If you don't want to just go back and read about them, you can go onto YouTube and find different videos. And really, if you just did 10 minutes a day for that, and reading the books, we have, you know, Sarah Marble's book, was that Rock Your Network Marketing? What's that one from?
No, that's hold on, I'll go grab it.
Sarah Robbins.
Sarah Robbins.
Sarah Robbins.
Yeah, I mean, I read it. I gave it to Jenny, and I know, Jenny, you gave it to Ashley, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, that's a good one. The 4 Color Personalities of MLM is a great one. What's the other one? The 4-Year Career.
Let's see.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you
it's
go.
backwards.
I can see it. It's backwards to you, but it was good for me.
Oh, okay.
No, it was good for us. So that kind of all goes into your personal development. You know, take 10 minutes to read, you know, a couple chapters, take 10 minutes and watch some videos. The training videos are great, along with the product knowledge videos.
Right,
also,
so even if you, like she's saying, like here it says 30 minutes, but maybe you want to spread that out and it's 10 minutes each night before you go to bed or something along
Right.
those lines. But at least then you know exactly what you're going to be doing for those 10 minutes. You're not searching for it.
right. If you're planning out your week, it's easier. If you have it all written down kind of on Monday, these are the tasks I'm going to do.
Right.
And just as long as you go, just click them, check them off, and then you know you're done, but you've gotten all your business building tasks done. So it may seem like a short amount of time, 30 minutes, but if you focus your time, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of.
As long as you use your time effectively, you know, the 30 minutes can be productive. And you can obviously work for longer than 30 minutes, but we realize that some of you may not have that much time. And so if you can do 30 minutes a day and know exactly what you're doing, then at least you know you're being productive and it's not a waste of your time. Because the thing that I know I would always get sucked into is Facebook world. And I would sit there scrolling and reading everyone else's posts and, oh, I like that one. I'm going to do that one. But then, you know, next thing I know, an hour went by and I'm like, oh my God, I'm still on my phone. And I feel like I didn't do anything to help my business. And so that's why I think the daily method of operation is effective. I know since I've used this, it forces me to contact people more and, you know, at least 3 to 5 people a day, whether it is out and about or through Facebook or through email or follow up or something along those lines, because I know that I have that daily schedule that I want to keep. Anything else you want to say, eh?
I don't think so. I think we covered it. But I remember Amy had said, you know, the 3-2-1, contact 3, like new people a day, check on 2, contact 3 new people a day, follow up with 2.
And train 1.
Right, and train 1. And if you do that every day, it'll grow.
Right, and the train 1, to what she meant by that, it doesn't always have to be someone else. The person you're training could be yourself.
Right.
So it could be, you know, that part of your personal development that you're focusing on for that day.
Correct.
All right.
No TV.
So we wanted to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to unmute everybody so that if you have anything to add or any questions, then you will be able to do that.
Where's Ashley?
Hiding.
All right, I'm just going to stop the recording before we go into all questions and everything. So don't hang up, but I just want to say thank you for coming, and I hope that this video helped you. I did put the files of the 2 forms that I showed you in the Power of 3 so that you can go in and, you know, make them your own and use them on a daily basis. Good night.
I already printed it out.
Fabulous.